Hi, welcome to the Angular and Spring Boot CRUD tutorial. In this video, we're going to make a HTTP GET request to the Spring Boot REST endpoint, and we're going to display the list of expenses inside the browser. So let's begin. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code, and first of all, we need to register the HTTP module inside our root module. So Angular has provided a module, HTTP client module, to make a HTTP request to the APIs. So let's go to the app.module.ts file and let's quickly import the HTTP client module. We're going to import it from the angular /common/http package, and the module which we are going to import is HTTP client module, and we need to add it inside the imports array. Okay, so now we have imported the HTTP client module. So let's save this, and now let's go to the service class which we have created in our previous video, expense.service.ts file, and inside this we need to inject the HTTP client to make a HTTP GET request. So within the constructor, private HTTP client, and we're going to make a HTTP assign the HTTP client. So inside this expense service class, first of all we need to create a variable to store the REST endpoint. So private, I'm gonna call this get URL, and this will be of string type, and the URL which is http://localhost:/API/v1/expenses. By the way, guys, I'm really sorry for the background noise. I think my neighbor dog is barking a lot. That is why this noise is. Okay, so now we have created the URL, the base URL, or you can say the get URL, which is http://localhost:/API/v1/expenses. So let's go ahead and create a method, get expenses. This is going to return an observable of array of expense. So expense and inside this method we are going to make a HTTP GET request, return _HTTP client dot get, and this is going to return array of expense, and we're going to pass the base URL or the URL which we have created above, get URL, and we are going to map the result or the response. We're going to call a method pipe, and we're going to make use of the RxJS map operator to map the response, and inside this map we are going to get the response, and to that response we are going to map the response. Let's save this, and also we need to import this map. So let's click on this quick fix, and let me quickly import it from the RxJS/operators. Okay, so now we have this map, so we don't need this semicolon, and now we are returning the expense. Okay, but we are getting this error which is expense. This is because we have not imported the expense, so that is why we are getting that error. Okay, so now we have removed the error, like now there is no error in our service file. So let's save this. We have a method to retrieve the list of expenses. Now we are going to call this service method inside our component.ts file. So let's go to the it's expense dot component list.expense.component.ts ts file, and inside this we are going to inject the service. So private, I'm gonna call this expense service, which is of type expense service. Before that, we need to create an empty array to hold the list of expenses, and I'm gonna call this expenses, which is of type array of expense, and we're going to initialize it to an empty array. And inside the ng onInit method, we are going to make use of the expense service to call the service method. So this dot expense service dot get expenses, and we need to this will return an observable, so we need to subscribe to this method. This will gives us the result, and I'm going to call this data, and we're going to assign this data to the array, empty array, which we have created above, which is expenses. This dot expenses is equal to data. So now we have assigned the response or the list of expenses to the variable this dot expenses. So now we can make use of this expenses inside our view template to display the list of expenses. So let's go to the view template, which is list expenses.component.html, and inside this, let me get rid of this paragraph tag. Let's create a div. Inside this div, we are going to make use of the Angular structural directive *ng4, and we are going to create a local variable which is let expense of expenses, and inside this we are going to display the list of expenses, or each time the loop runs, the variable expense get initialized, and we are going to make use of this expense object to retrieve the individual fields. So inside this div, we are going to make use of the h3 element to display the expense name. So we're going to make use of the Angular interpolation expense dot, we're going to make use of the variable which is expense, because the field name is also an expense. The next, we are going to create a paragraph to display the expense amount. So we are going to make use of the Angular interpolation expense dot amount, but we are going to make use of the Angular pipe to display the currency symbol, currency, and we will be using INR to display the currency. If you are from any different country, then you can probably specify your country code to display the currency. With this, let's save this, and if you take a look at the browser, we should expect the list of expenses. Okay, we are getting something error. Let's open up the console. This will be a CORS error, might be. Okay, yes, this is CORS policy error. This is the most common error that you will get when you are working with these kind of projects. If you are making a REST endpoint or making a HTTP request from any other applications, then the backend application tries to block that, because we are making a request from outside of that application. So in order to achieve this, or in order to solve this, you have to specify @cross-origin. So for now, let's go to the expense controller. Above your class level or above your controller, let's specify @cross-origin, and we are going to specify star. The star means if any request coming from outside of this Spring Boot application, allow them. Okay, so that's what the star means. If you want to specify a particular host name, then you can specify that localhost :4200. Only this application will allow for the host localhost 4200. In my case, I just specify it as star. The star indicates all. So let's import it. Let's save this. Alright, now application has been rebuilt. Now let's go to the browser. Let me close it and let's reload the web browser. We should expect the list of expenses. As you can see, we have 2 records, monitor and Apple Watch, and that is displaying in the browser. We are not displaying the description because the description is optional, so we are only displaying the expense name and the amount. And you can also see the rupee symbol, which is the Indian currency symbol. That's it. That's all about this video. In the next video, we are going to perform a few more database operations like update, delete and reading. That's all coming up in the next video. I will see you in the next video.